Hello everyone, good evening. It's good to see you. I'm Shreya Dhoundial. A most peculiar situation, ladies and gentlemen, is emerging in Kerala, where the Congress Chief Minister is being accused of being an RSS agent by the party's own ally, the left. This, ladies and gentlemen, as the ED launched raids against the state's ex-Chief Minister, Pinarayi Vijayan, and his daughter and son-in-law. The 10-hour raid panned various cities, but it was in Trivandrum where this happened. It's on your screens. Left cadres completely losing it, attacking the ED team and vandalizing their cars. This shocking attack on a central agency that just yesterday had got the go-ahead by the High Court to continue its probe in what is being called the CMRL scam. A scam where Vijayan's daughter stands accused of accepting bribes in lieu of political favors. The charge is that Veena's IT firm, Exalogic, got 1.72 crore rupees from a mining company called CMRL over a period of 3 years. But in turn, ladies and gentlemen, rendered absolutely no services to that firm. As shocking as the violence is, the political war is imploding as well. Left cadres who attacked the ED team outside Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan's house today accused the new Chief Minister of being an RSS agent. Mr. Vijayan himself said that Rahul Gandhi must be very happy today. Another left leader said the raids against the left strongmen were part of a deal the Congress has made with the BJP.
ഈ പരിശോധന ചിലർക്കെല്ലാം വലിയ മനസ്സംതൃപ്തി നൽകുമെന്നാണ് തോന്നുന്നത്. പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് രാഹുൽ ഗാന്ധിയെ പോലെ ഒരാൾക്ക് തങ്ങളുടെ പാർട്ടിക്കാരല്ലാത്ത പാർട്ടിക്കാർക്ക് നേരെ ഇഡിയുടെ കടന്നുകയറ്റം നടന്നോട്ടെ എന്ന നിലപാടാണ് പാർട്ടി ശത്രുക്കൾ ഒറ്റിവലിക്കാനൊരുങ്ങിയ എല്ലാ ഘട്ടത്തിലും ലഭ്യമായിട്ടുള്ളത്. ആ പിന്തുണക്ക് ഒരു കുറവും ഒരു ചാഞ്ചല്യവും ഇല്ല എന്നതാണ് ഇന്ന് സഖാക്കൾ വീണ്ടും വ്യക്തമാക്കിയിട്ടുള്ളത്.
See that Kerala government or Home Ministry has no information about this raid. They didn't seek our support also. So we don't know about the details of the raid. This question has to be posed to the ED. See, everybody knows in Kerala, the understanding was with BJP and CPM. Then what happened to that understanding? They have to tell the people of Kerala. We don't have any relationship with BJP. We are fighting with BJP. We fought with BJP and CPM and we came to power.
We've seen this before in West Bengal. Judicial officers attacked. Ongoing raid has been interrupted by Mamata Banerjee. But now in Kerala, this is being done by the left goons. And what was UDF government's police doing? What is Kerala CM's government doing? What is Congress government's CM doing? This shows that there's collusion and corruption between left and Congress. They are actually having no mission. Only their common point is corruption. Their common point is obsession against Modi. And therefore, see how they're defending each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, though the left and the Congress are opponents in Kerala, they continue to be allies at the centre. All through the election campaign, Rahul Gandhi had been calling the left the B team of the BJP, arguing that he has 36 cases against him and has been questioned for some 55 hours. But the ED and the CBI have been much kinder to Mr. Vijayan, who faces multiple corruption cases. Today, another India ally, Arvind Kejriwal, reminded everyone of Rahul's statements and said that the raids are a clear testimony to the BJP-Congress relationship. Just listen in to what Rahul Gandhi had said during the election campaign.
I want to understand why the CBI and the ED take action against opposition politicians, but do not take action against the Chief Minister of Kerala or the politicians of Kerala.
This is breaking news coming in, ladies and gentlemen. The probe into the attack on ED officials is now gathering pace. There's confirmation coming in that 12 people have been identified so far. Of them, 4 have already been taken into custody. This as investigators continue to track down others allegedly involved in the assault of the Enforcement Directorate team. We believe that 2 people from that team, a driver and an officer, have been injured as well. As we see these shots coming in, just a background to why we saw this sort of vandalism break out and why we saw the mobs go absolutely crazy. And they were not just mobs, they were left cadre, as you can clearly see. Let me go across to my guests who are joining us this evening. Charu Pragya, spokesperson of the BJP. Shekhar Iyer is a senior journalist joining us on the broadcast as well. Akhil Swami is a political analyst. Jimbasa Abraham is a UDF member, and Kevin Matthew is a political analyst. Why is the Congress not participating in this debate? I have no idea. We sent them an invite. They said they don't wish to participate. But Kevin Matthew, can I start by asking you, as someone who is supporting the left on this panel, whether what happened outside the former chief minister's residence, and we are seeing those pictures, can we just play the full pictures there, remove everyone and play the full pictures so that our viewers know what exactly happened? Do you agree with what happened? Are you okay with what happened?
Ma'am, I am completely not okay with what happened. What happened shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be happening. But also on that note, there is something I need to put on record today. So the ED has been acting as a hatchet job. If you look at it, so 2 months ago, one Malayali businessman was shot during an ED raid in presence of ED officers. So ED has been acting as a hatchet organization, or it has gone rogue, I don't know. But at this point, so my question is, what is ED trying to achieve raiding a house that has been rented 1 week back for a case that was that happened years back?
Okay.
So that is a bigger question here.
No. So what are you saying? The Enforcement Directorate.
So what are
Mr. Kevin Matthew, the fact is that the Enforcement Directorate had had been challenged in court, and yesterday the Kerala High Court said, please go ahead and carry on the investigations as you wish to. So if the court is saying go ahead, carry out the investigations.
Carry on the investigations, yes.
The left cadres will have a problem with it.
Yes.
And therefore they will do what is on our screens right now.
No, ma'am. What is on the screens right now should not have happened. It shouldn't be happening. I've said that. But that is not the bigger question here. These incidents have been happening right from these two lynchings have been happening in this country since BJP came in power. That is there. Let us put that aside for and let us look at the causality. What is the root cause? ED is a hatchet organization targeting BJP opponents throughout the country.
Okay.
And at some point, people will start resisting. And resistance has always taken violent forms when peaceful resistance has not done anything. So over the past 10, 15 years, how many lynchings have happened? How many people have been murdered? How many political opponents has been silenced by using ED as a hatchet? So when a hatchet job is happening,
no, sir. You say the root cause is the BJP.
Let ED answer this question.
Mr. Matthew, the root cause in this, Charu can come in, but the root cause is the root cause is bribery charges against the former chief minister's daughter Veena. Though that is the root charge, right? That her IT firm is getting money over a period of 3 years, and in return renders absolutely no service to the firm from where it is getting this money. The root cause is bribery charges.
I agree. So the bribery charges are there, I agree.
Can I come in
The
now?
charges are there, investigations ongoing, all this thing. One question, one simple question. This happened years back. This happened years back. This house that is being raided now. No, let you put this question across. This house was rented 1 week ago. Okay, what is it they're expecting to find from a house? And also, on that note, the bigger problem is, see, people are reacting because of how ED is reacting. If you remember, CJ Roy, a businessman from Kerala, was shot in presence of ED officers in a closed room 2 months back in Bangalore.
He shot himself. I think you're getting the story wrong. Charu Pragya, any case, you can come in. You can come in. The left is saying this is just a reaction to what the ED has been doing all along, targeting political opponents.
Wow. That's amazing, because I think the left seems to have completely forgotten the history of this case, Shreya. Let me do a little recap. But let's begin by going back to 2023, and for 3 years this entire story has been a part of everyday political discourse and discussion in Kerala. In 2023, the state newspaper Manorama carried a full page one story on this CMRL scam, a complete story, and the word they gave it is called Masapadi. I'm not good with Malayalam, but that is the word, and it means monthly payments. Monthly payments were given out to the CM's daughter, Veena Vijayan, continuously for over a period of 3 years, and this amounted to somewhere close to 2 crores. And this also became a topic of conversation when an income tax settlement was done. In fact, that is when the probe began, back in 2023. So please don't pretend this is something which has happened in one day. This is not some overnight BJP allegation. This is not a one-day ED story. This has been in conversation, in news, in reporting for 3+ years. And the permission to carry on with investigation was also given in 2024. So it's been long enough, sir. Maybe you should go back and read the history of this particular case before you come on television and make blind allegations left, right and center without realizing that you are the very epitome of corruption in the state of Kerala. Today, whatever is happening is your karma catching up with you. You have actual linkages, accounts, money coming in. It's a white trail of money, and you refuse to acknowledge it. And most importantly, and very fairly, Shreya, they moved the High Court, right? They went to Kerala High Court. What did the court say? The court said there is absolutely no need to stop this probe. Quashing ka to matlab hi nahi banta. Let the raids, let the investigation continue, and that is when the raids have happened. So please tell me, where is vendetta here? Where is vendetta? When you were taking in money, that time you didn't think that if they were in return for some kind of services rendered, where are the services? Why are you not putting out those papers, that documentation, that proof? Why are you not cooperating with the investigation? So I have straight questions to ask you. Number one, what did Manorama report in 2023? Because that is the very crux of what the case is today, and this is only the aftermath. We are discussing it today on your show, Shreya, 3 years later. The left has no answers, and the worst thing and the most important thing, and my second point is vandalism. This is how you deal with corruption charges which are fair and square, pointing in your direction with not just money trails, paper trails, investigation trails.
Okay.
You are vandalizing government property. You're attacking ED vehicles. That's the kind of politics you do.
Charu, speaking of politics, the BJP stands accused of something else. Also, the BJP stands accused today by the left of being the B team of the Congress party. And the new Chief Minister, Mr. V.D. Satheesan, is being accused by the left of being an RSS agent. Jawab dijiye. That you are in cahoots together to target the left and eliminate it.
There's this... No. Amazing. I mean, all I can do is laugh at this analogy, because what else will I say? I mean, what else do I say? We are telling everybody in the entire country that the way Congress runs its business needs to be put a full stop to. Rahul Gandhi is the leader of opposition here in Parliament. I mean, these kind of allegations don't even warrant a political reply from someone who takes politics as seriously as I do. I'm sorry. I would suggest that these so-called politicians, even if they are senior, go back and come up with a better statement that people believe. Please,
Akhil Swami,
come on.
Akhil Swami, why is the Congress leadership therefore? Akhil Swami, then why is the Congress leadership in Kerala quiet? I mean, can they get away with saying that we simply didn't know that the raids were going to happen and that the ED didn't inform us? Because the charges that are being made by the left against you are fairly serious. You are being accused of being, partners with the BJP in this.
Yeah, the two conclusions I can draw from this particular incident is that nobody wants to be seen with BJP, RSS or ED. That is because the whole South is against BJP and RSS now. Because Kerala, the government has changed, Tamil Nadu has changed. So Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu also is switching over. So might be, I don't know, but through ED, BJP is trying to convince Pinarayi Vijayan to come over to BJP and align with them, as they have done with Shubhendu Adhikari and Ajit Pawar and Ashok Chavan and so many corrupt people whom against the ED inquiry was on. And after they crossed over to BJP, they became the chief ministers of Assam and Bengal. So might be they are trying to lure Pinarayi Vijayan to come over to BJP, but I don't think that will happen. I'm a member of Cockroach Janata Party. And the anger against the ED has risen so much. I'm a member of the Cockroach Janata Party and 2.5 crores. That the total strength of BJP, Congress and Aam Aadmi Party, we are more than them. So they should be beware that if they misuse ED, that people anger all over the country. They are stealing the examination of the students. They are stealing the rights of the labor. They are stealing the rights of the farmers. And the BJP will suffer the price. Within 2 months, Mr. Modi will have to resign.
Within 2 months, Acha. Rahul
Yes,
Gandhi had said
within
1
2
year,
months.
but you're saying 2 months.
I'm in Cockroach Janata Party. I'm not in Congress.
Acha, you're part of the Cockroach Janata Party. Excellent.
Yes.
Mr. Shekhar Iyer, I have to say that. Ek minute, ruk jaiye. Mr. Shekhar Iyer, I have to say that Indian politics is not for beginners. Mr. Akhil Swami is now coming on the show and saying that what the BJP is actually trying to do by this raids is trying to lure Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, a staunch comrade, to the BJP. मतलब चल क्या रहा है केरला में?
No, Shreya, you see, this was one of the, I would call it an ammunition of the opposition against Pinarayi Vijayan.
Correct.
And in fact, post the electoral verdicts, there has been heated discussion among the CPM cadres as well as its close ally CPI. Many CPI leaders have criticized the Pinarayi Vijayan's kind of administration and the charges of corruption. See, there is already a lot of, I would say, soul searching among the left leaders who are directly blaming Pinarayi Vijayan and the way he had let his family members indulge in this kind of thing. And this particular case, see, even last Tuesday, this matter came up, that particular company had moved the Kerala High Court to quash the ED investigation. I mean, they did not get relief. And in this particular case, you see, this is part of investigation. But I don't understand what was the need for this vandalism. This is like what Trinamool cadres did when ED and IT raided their ministers. That's cash was found. I mean, this has been a pattern in, and similar thing happened in Tamil Nadu when they went to investigate Senthil Balaji's brother. See, one pattern is clear. When there is no defense, this kind of vandalism is let loose to divert attention, because all these matters will go to the court. Now, what is the charge against Veena? The charge is that her company was receiving payments for services that were not rendered. Her IT company was supposed to provide some services, software services that were not provided. Now, see, this issue was a hot issue. And Satishan, as the leader of the opposition, had taken up many issues of corruption and scandals, including this one. For today, this is a kind of had it happened during the course of campaign or before elections, it would have been made out as if BJP is after Pinarayi because they are using these agencies against the face of the campaign of the left. So I think in this particular case, this kind of vandalism that you see is not going to help the left. It is going to backfire on Pinarayi.
Okay, Mr. Abraham, as someone who is part of the UDF, can I then please ask you, what is the Congress's stand every time an opposition leader is raided by the ED or the CBI? The standard response is, this is the agencies being weaponized by the BJP, right? Why is the Congress not saying that today, when Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, an ally in the India bloc, has been raided, not 1 locations but 10? And he's not the only one who's been raided. His daughter has been raided and his son-in-law have been raided as well. But the Congress is quiet. Very interesting.
I'm led to believe it's not 10, it's 12. It's 12 locations that were raided today. And Shreya, thank you for having me. Let me start by saying that the attack that was carried out on the ED by the left goons were regrettable and does not behove of a civilized society like that of Kerala. That being said, this is carried out to keep the political box boiling, if at all. Why now, of all times, is the big question. Now, this episode gives more questions than it gives answers for. In fact, this can also be seen as a token of gratitude for the 3 seats that the BJP directly received or took from the NDA, from the elections. So again, the charge is, why now? This was in fact reiterated by nobody else but the Home Minister of Kerala, Sri Ramesh Chennitthala, that there was some sort of bond between the CPM and the BJP going into the elections. Why now, of all times? Why now, after hardly 10 days into the new government's formation? Why now? Why now when there is internal discord within the CPM on who should be the opposition leader? The opposition is in disarray. Why now? Why do you want to galvanize the opposition, the left cadre? Why now? This case, mind you, was registered in March 2024. It's been 2 years since.
So I don't understand. You have asked why now, at least 5-6 times. You please answer that question. Why now? Are you trying to tell me that Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan has called up Prime Minister Modi and said, you please conduct a raid against me so that, the left cadre can all galvanize behind me and there is no question on who the leader of opposition should be? Is that what you're saying?
Is that a yes or no question?
Yes, it's a yes or no question.
Well, I'd like to believe so because I don't think Modi is a thankless leader. Let's remember, let's just unwind. Let's go back a couple of months. It's good to remember that Pinarayi Vijayan, without seeking the advice of his cabinet, signed PM3, the new education policy. How would a left leader with the standing of Pinarayi Vijayan do that? And why should he? It'll do well if we go back just a couple of months more and see the invitation that was sent out to Mr. Modi for the inauguration of Vijayan Port. Why then was Mr. Modi invited? There was not one person from the opposition that was invited. There was no mention of the former CM's name during the inauguration either. So you think that Mr. Modi would be as thankless to not help his...
Chalo bhai, charu pag gaya. Respond. Actually, the raids are a thank you gift from Prime Minister Modi to Pinarayi Vijayan. Respond to that. Today's discussion, I don't know where it is going. Taking off on all sorts of tangents, but go ahead.
I know, Shreya. I know. And I like to believe that people viewing our show are of average intelligence at least.
Are nahi bhai, my viewers very intelligent, Charu.
Conversation.
That is a bad statement.
Baba, and if they are, then they must be laughing at home. At least you're giving them a comedy show, if nothing else today, Shreya. So, different kind of genre today. And I kind of thought that sometimes news channels can put out comedy shows, but on your show, I'm seeing it for the first time. I mean, listen to the logic of this, okay? How bizarre can things be? How bizarre can things be? So, one person is saying that BJP is in cahoots with Congress. The other person is saying BJP is in cahoots with the left. We have been very vocal, very clear in making sure everybody in the world knows we stand against both and with equal firmness. Second thing is the program your panelist is mentioning was a national program. Honorable Prime Minister is the Prime Minister of the entire country, in case you missed it. And secondly, every single thing must not be opposed to just because it is this government's decision. Isn't that how it works? And Kerala is a part of India, last I checked. See, Shreya, ghoom fir ke na, everything comes to this one very, very important point. All their points today are frivolous. They had nothing intelligent to add to today's debate and conversation. The charges of corruption against CM Vijayan's daughter stand, and they stand strong. 12 places were raided today. None of them had anything intelligent to say. And after that, the money trail exists. The court supports this investigation and these raids. And the investigation started long back. In fact, Manorama, like I said, has reported this 3 years ago. And everybody has been talking about it in Kerala since over 3 years, and today none of them are making a comment about ED being attacked, that vandalism that the left cadre is carrying out. Have we ever, asked them pointed questions like this? Let's ask them now. All these people who literally have nothing intelligent to add to your show should either be asked to leave or make an intelligent comment.
Abraham, I'm going to flip the argument for you.
Do something.
1 minute.
Sorry, Shreya, let me answer that.
Acha boliye, Mr. Matthew, go ahead.
Did you invite us to your show to get insulted by this lady?
No. Go ahead and respond to her.
See, she has her opinion, I have mine.
You go respond to her.
Why is she calling people unintelligent? Yeah, I'll respond to her. First, but Shreya, let me ask you a question. Is this the kind of decorum you are expecting on your show?
What decorum? Everyone is being...
Decorum you kind of expect.
Arey bhai, Mr. Matthew, there's no point fighting with Veena. I'm telling you, you respond to her.
Intelligent. No, ma'am, but I am asking you one simple yes or no question. Is the decorum expected on a show of one of calling your fellow panels unintelligent? If that is, then why the hell did you invite me?
No one has called you unintelligent.
Simple yes or no
have
question.
I called you unintelligent? I have intervened and said that our viewers are very intelligent. Mr. Matthew, if this is what you want to squibble about,
you were smiling.
Then there is nothing. Arey bhaiya, what will I do?
Yeah, I'm
what will I do? Look at the sort of charges and counter charges that are being made. What will the viewer do? Ek minute, Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew. What do you mean? Why are you smiling? You can't have a problem with me smiling on my own show. Now, if you listen to the sort of charges and counter charges that are being made out of Kerala, anyone will smile, sir.
Yeah. So, Shreya ma'am, one simple submission to you. You tell on national television that is not the right way to talk, and then we'll continue this discussion. Otherwise, I'm walking out.
Achha,
because you tell me if that is the right way to
Charu Pragya.
I talk to her.
Will you want to apologize?
You wasted.
Charu Pragya, will you want to apologize? Calling your fellow panelists unintelligent.
I asked him to make an intelligence statement, 1 and 2. You gave him 2 minutes. He wasted it in whataboutery. Did he say anything that made sense to you, me, the other panelists or the viewers?
Agar aap dono ka ho gaya, I have a question for Abraham. Abraham, I'm going to flip the argument that you gave. And I'm going to ask you, these raids are also coming a couple of days after Kerala's new chief minister met the prime minister.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, while you are saying that these raids are BJP's thank you gift to Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, the other side can very well argue this is the BJP and the Congress, coming together to try and eliminate the left completely.
This is just a sleight of hand. As you see, the Honorable Home Minister of Kerala has gone on record to say that the government machinery of Kerala was not informed about the ED raids that happened today. They were not informed. The Home Minister is coming on record to say that. So are you telling me that you are questioning the Home Minister of Kerala? That is one. Number two, this is not about ED in cahoots with the BJP or the BJP in cahoots with the CPM. Let's not forget that Rahul Gandhi, no less, was questioned for close to 82 hours by the ED. Right? There was no attack on the ED staff. There was only civilized discourse. And that's what we expect from the left as well. But our question now is, why now, when the left is searching for relevance, why now, when the BJP has a voice in the Legislative Assembly? Why now? That's a question. And it's very reasonable.
Okay.
Let me also remind you, as it might be hard to permeate to thick-skulled spokespersons of the Nationalist Party. But having said that, Pinarayi Vijayan's daughter is the accused here. How are you getting through to the former CM of Kerala? Why do you want to make him a Renaissance man? Why do you want to make him a revolutionary icon?
Acha.
Why now?
Okay. I think you've made your point. I think everyone has made their points. Kevin Matthew, of course, is very upset. Therefore, he has stormed out of the debate. We'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much. Charu, maybe you and Kevin would want to have a conversation after this show. You're already doing namaste to that. Thank you very much for joining us. Shekhar Iyer, Akhil Swami, Mr. Abraman and Kevin Matthew, thank you very much for being with us. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, a quick break. There's more on the other side. Do stay with us.